Yeah, yeah. Started as a seed in the soil of doubt. Pushed through the cracks, had to figure it out. Lost some battles, but I stayed in the fight. Fell 7 times, got up 8, took flight. Hands in the dirt, I planted the dream. Faith was the water, hope was the beam. Now the roots run deep, the branches grow wide. Legacy's the fruit, it's my heart, it's my guide. Life, lessons, and legacy. Finding your purpose, setting your spirit free. Life, lessons, and legacy with Cedric D Nelson, who God called me to be. From the block to the boardroom, steps were divine. Every setback was a setup, every loss a sign. God's pen wrote my story, I just flipped the page. Turned my pain into power, my doubt into praise. They said, stay in your lane. I built a whole street, I'm paving the way. Let the mission repeat. Every scar on my soul, every tear that I shed. Build a bridge for the next, leave no dream unsaid. What you build today will light someone's way. It's not just for you, it's the path you lay. Life lessons and legacy. Finding your purpose, setting your spirit free. Life lessons and legacy with Cedric D Nelson, who God called me to be. Ooh, babe.
My famous 3 words I tell everybody is the 3 words called be, do, and have. My younger self, go harder. Go harder. Don't worry about what people say. I had an idea that might make them a millionaire overnight. Stop gatekeeping. Stop flaunting your titles and positions and be with your people.
If I have to pay somebody for the advice, there's nothing wrong with that either, because it makes me better at my craft. I agree. So nothing wrong with investing in your craft. All right. So next question, when we talk about legacy, like what legacy, we're all going to leave here at some point in time, that's just how the natural order of life. When your time is up, what legacy would you like to leave behind?
John would do anything to see his community up. So that's like, and it's still playing off of, you said the word good, like a good name is better than gold. You see what I'm saying?
It is.
And so I want to have a good name, man. Like they say, yo, John was fair. He was a good dude. I'm not in no fraternity and all this type stuff. So I'm kind of on an island, but I'm cool with all the fraternities and sororities. I'm cool with Masons and Shriners and all this. I'm good with everybody, but it's just, I want to be known as my legacy to be Brother John was a brother. And I think that's why I kept my name Brother John, because that word, that's the best title I could ever have, is brother. Because if I'm a general manager and I treat you bad, or if you ask me for an interview, man, I want to interview with you, man. You ain't got no followers. You ain't got no thing. Man, please, I'm Brother John. Nah, it's like, yo, let's go. I'm with it. I'm happy to be here. All that good stuff. So yes, I want my legacy to be Brother John really lived up to his name. He was a brother.
And Brother John, that's one thing I would say, even for meeting you at the pod box, like, so even now talking to you, you give off that aura of, again, I'm my brother's keeper. Like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna do what I can to help you. I'm not, I think that my grandmother
gatekeep. That stuff I told y'all, I could have packaged that up and sold that to somebody that's like, yo, John, I want to be a good podcast. I got all this equipment, and everything I had to do a podcast was in a satchel bag. Literally, you saw it, right?
That's what was mind-blowing.
I didn't even have a suitcase. I had a satchel on my shoulder, and that's, you see. But if you don't know that, or somebody don't tell you that, you out here spending all this money, got all this stuff, and you can't do it right. So that's why it was like that.
Yeah, it was very impressive. Again, you sitting there, you had to snap, and I was like, I mean, he pulled out 3 items or whatever, and he can run a whole podcast. Here I am, lights and cameras, and it's very impressive, man. Just, again, my brother's keeper. I like that personality persona. Even at the day of the pod box, I reached out to you as soon as you got done presenting, And as soon as he reached out to you, went ahead and messaged me right back. Like, hey, I got you. They know
Yep.
me from Adam. So
But that's being a brother, right? Think about it.
that's
What
it.
if I'm like, oh man, call my assistant or take this
Mm-hmm.
number, whatever, boom, boom. You know, man, yo, I get with you, get with me in like 2 weeks. Come on, man.
Right.
You want the information. You can't, you took the time out to come up and ask me something.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I not answer you?
Right.
I wish more people would be like that. Stop
Yeah.
getting caught up in, oh man, that's so and so, that's so and so. Yo, that man put his pants on just like me. He might put the left leg in first, I put the right leg in, but we put our pants on the exact same way.
That's
Come on
it.
now.
Now that's
Yeah.
something my grandma. I got that from my grandma because I'm like, yo, I'm not really in awe of people because people are
Mhm.
just people. I realize that, like you say, whether it's the president or whatever politician is, what a professional athlete. My grandma always taught me, say, baby, they're a man just like you, a man. Like
Right,
they
right,
brush their teeth just like you brush your teeth. So,
right.
all right. So next question though, what advice would you give your younger self?
My younger self
Yeah, what advice would you give
would
yourself?
say, go harder, go harder. Don't worry about what people say. Stop when people say, when people used to say, oh John, man, you know how to do that, man. You real good at what you do. I used to always say, I'm all right.
Mm-hmm.
People say, man, you a good basketball player. I'm all right. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
John, you a good DJ. I'm all right. Till I met a woman that told me once, what's wrong with saying you are good at something, right? What's wrong
Mm-hmm.
with somebody saying, yo, said, yo, man, you really got that podcast thing down? You say,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I do got it down because I put my work in. So I was always hiding the fact that people thought that I was great or good at certain things. I would always play it to the left. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling myself, I would tell my younger self, go extremely harder. And when people say it, say thank you. Yes, I am, and keep going. I kept telling myself that I was just all right. And I could have been greater if I would have accepted this type of mindset when I was young. But you know how it is in our community. You can't be better than this person. You think you all that? Oh nah, man, you gotta dumb yourself down. All that.
Yeah,
We are subjected to all of that in the black community.
we are.
She told me it's okay to
Mm-hmm.
say when somebody say you good at something, it's okay to say yes you are.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with that? I'm like, yo, nothing wrong with that. You know how it is in the community. So yeah, I
Yeah.
would tell myself to go harder.
Yeah, well, I'll piggyback off that. I would say in the black community again, like I said, the crabs in the barrel mentality, and you can shine, but you can't outshine this person beside you because then they feel like you're dim in their light. And I would say, so I do motivational speaking, I do a mentorship program in Mississippi, and one of the reasons why is because of like what that woman said to you. Those words have power. You need
That's right.
someone to come on in your life and say, "Hey, you know what? You are great. Don't put your head down. Don't
Right.
dumb down for them. Make them
Right.
raise it to your level."
Yep.
So.
That's right. That's it. And that's what I would tell my younger self.
Yeah,
I kick myself
that's
all the time. I was listening to the wrong people. Have been, man, I could have probably been a millionaire by now.
yeah. Hey, and I tell my kids all the time. I say, you got to realize where your information is coming from. The people that are telling you not that great, look at them. What are they doing? I said, you're doing better than they are. So how
That's
can
right.
they tell you, you're not so great?
That's right.
Yeah, like you said, or the one that always tries to bring you back to when you weren't doing well. I told my
Right.
kids, yeah, if you talk to somebody and every time you're doing well, they come back to, hey, remember the time you had no money or you lost your
Right.
car, you
Remember your
lost,
lights was off. Remember
yeah,
y'all had to borrow some bread from us. Yeah.
yeah, that's not your
I can.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But you ain't remember all the stuff I did for you though, right? Oh,
Exactly. Yeah, it's selective memory then, isn't it? Yeah.
right.
Select. All right. So one of the last questions is, do you have any upcoming events, products, anything you like to plug yourself?
Man, listen to 88.5 Monday through Friday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's when I'm on the air. I'm just follow me on social media, John Best on Facebook, the Best Jams on X and Instagram, trying to put positive stuff out there, man. You ain't gonna find no girls shaking their tails and fight videos and all this. It's gonna be
Right.
something that's positive. Like right now, I'm posting a lot of stuff about with his 3-eye atlas, the stuff they talking about, something may be headed to this planet. Folks taking it as a joke. I'm looking at these scientists that's saying it's something out there. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff and stuff supporting our superintendent in our district. You see, I got the shirt on
See,
MSCS. I represent that. I live that. I believe in that. Greatness grows here, all that. But man, just if you see me on social media, you got a question, jump in the inbox. Don't be afraid. I don't bite.
Yeah, that is actually, it's like I said, a great guy, very helpful, just down to earth. We would definitely, make sure we check out the everything you just plugged. We definitely, I'll attach it to the podcast as well.
Okay.
Question before we go, and it may not put it on, but quick question. With the crime we have going on now with our culture, I know you said you're talking about, being part of the culture. What do you think
Mhm.
about, I guess, the podcast culture, the Black culture, and kind of what we have going on, I guess, politically right now in
Right.
our, yeah.
So what I say right now, I say if you're a podcaster right now, you in the best position because you got a microphone. You can change narrative. You can give people information to make them make a decision or an informed decision. And you are powerful right now if you are a podcaster because you can jump on the microphone and talk about what you want. Now, in saying that is responsibility because what you going to be talking about. And if it's some issues that's going on in your backyard and you talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce and Kanye, I got to look at you funny because you're not addressing what's happening in your backyard. So if you got a podcast and you're not talking about the issues or some of the things that's going on around this country or in your city, in your state, what you really talking about? Because you can gossip every single day. Gossip is truth mixed with falsehood. But if you speaking the truth will always shine bright. When the truth comes, darkness disappears. So speak your truth if you got a podcast, because you are in a prime position right now. You're free.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I know that's the thing about it. It's your podcast, so you control it. Nobody's gonna tell you what you can and can't talk about. But I
That's
will
right.
say it should be something to value. You know,
That's right.
and I tell people all the time. I tell my wife and I talk as a man, just overall as a guy. I shouldn't be. There's nothing for me to gossip about anyway. That's not really something that we do. I'm more concerned about what's going on in my community. I want to be in a
Right.
safe community. I want to make sure I help the youth. And
Right.
we got all kinds of stuff going on in our own country right now. So I don't have time to
That's
talk
right.
about who's more popular than the other person.
That's
So
right. That's
and
right.
so yeah. So one of the things I know you work with Memphis City Schools. So with I know with Memphis now, crime is down, correct?
That's
So
what they say.
that's what they say, right? They say crime is down. We have National Guard coming. Do you think that's going to be a positive change or?
Well, I would say this. If the president said something that he's
Mhm.
sending troops, the governor says, yes, send troops. What can we collectively say to that? If the two most powerful people in our state in the country say they sending troops, what can we say to that? Yes, we can march, we can fight, we can say all of that, but they still coming, correct?
Coming. Yes.
So now's the point is, how have you been living your life prior to? Now,
Hmm.
people been saying unite, come together, clean your act up, let's get our community together. And if that hasn't happened, now they're sending some people into our neighborhoods. I'm praying that some of us are getting, or us, I'm not excluding myself. I'm praying that we get our act together, come together and unite. Because if you're not united, it's easy to pick us apart.
It
Like you
is.
said, what you said, you can't, if you do something by yourself, you only get so far. But
Hmm.
collectively, come on,
Oh yeah.
man. Imagine
Yeah.
if we all was on the same page right now. And I'm not saying that we aren't, but we don't even realize who we are in this city. We can come
Exactly.
up overnight if we came together. And I think that's the same thing that can be said across every black city in America. Not to cause problems, but if we just unite, clean up our own neighborhoods, right?
Yes.
Clean
Yeah.
up our own schools, clean up our own homes. Come
Yes.
on now. That's
Yeah.
our responsibility. Why are
Yes.
we begging for crumbs or begging for something when we
Mhm.
could do it for ourselves?
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Period.
It,
National Guard here, no matter how many people I know, no matter how cool people think I am, no matter what I say, they here. So now they here, let's act accordingly. If join groups and bash them, yes, I hope they don't do nothing that's detrimental to our communities, which, you know, people are watching that. Shout out to all the organizations that's keeping an eye on things.
Yeah, so one of my things I always ask people, like, why is it that we as Black people don't come together? Because like you said, the main thing is we complain about so much, and I get it. There are tons of things going on in the world, but the power of a group of people, if we just come together and stop having the crabs in the bar mentality to say, okay, look, we got these problems going on. All right, we're going to address crime in our neighborhoods. Okay, we're going to just address poverty. Okay, we're going to address, you know, fathers not being home.
Right.
We have so much power. We're too busy trying to say, okay, if John, if you get $1 million and I got $900,000. Well, now I'm jealous of you because you're doing better than me.
But you got 900,000. That's a problem.
Yeah. And how do you think we come together to fix this or just
So,
address it?
good question. I think in the Bible, Jesus says something about you first must deny yourself to enter the kingdom of God. I take that as deny them doggone titles and positions that you flaunt amongst our people, meaning that your title is bigger than the person that you are. We know we used to eat ramen noodles together just a year ago. Come on, don't do that. I think the titles and positions have messed our community up. A lot of elected leaders are bought and paid for. So they doing, if I say this, if a elected official dance once, you will dance twice and maybe a third time. Go to your people. People that's elected, go to your people. That's where your strength is at. But yeah, them titles and positions has messed our community up. And I think for us to come together, folks must deny I live in a $500,000 house. Oh, I can't sit next to somebody that's in a Section 8. You know what I'm saying? Like that Section 8 person may have an idea that might make them a millionaire overnight. Stop gatekeeping, stop flaunting your titles and positions, and be with your people. Unequivocally, be with your people. And I think that's how we can unite.
Yeah, well,
Stop
plus
thinking I'm the man. I gotta be the one. I got
why? Why can't we all be the group?
Come on.
Why can't we be the group?
Right.
Most of us, we're only one pink slip or one, paycheck away from being on Section 8 or not being, not being in the $500,000 house.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we're trying to put together programs just to address these things because I think more positive figures, the more positive figures you can get together. It's just the problem with what we usually deal with is we have positive figures and then somebody end up doing something crazy. And that one person, they will use that one person so that person represents all of us. But that's just one person.
Let's go, man. That's it. Come on. That's it. I'm with that. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell people growing up in the church, I tell people I learned that the pastor, yes, he's supposed to be, a man of God. I also am supposed to be a man of God. But I also realize he's just a man. He's just a man giving me a message.
He put his pants on just like you.
Just like I do. So
come on, man. They may be more expensive pants, maybe, but the act of putting pants on is the same.
It is the same. All right. Yep. So yeah, last thing, I won't hold you any longer. Is there anything else you would like to talk about, discuss, or anything before we end the pod? But man, it's been a great conversation. I could do this all day.
Hey man, well look, I appreciate you for real for even just inviting me on, because 9 times out of 10 people don't want me to get on a podcast because people are afraid of what I may say. That's why I said, you sent the questions, is cool, but I want to give people a actual authentic answer so they can say, like you said, man, I can feel your aura. I can feel that. Because if I've studied your question, oh, okay, what do I say to myself? Oh, the legacy that is, I want to have X, Y, Z, and I want to be a man of the community. Right. And I done put it in Chat GPT and I'm trying to regurgitate it. Like, come on, speak from your heart. Yes. And that's how you win, and that's how you connect with people.
Yeah. Be a genuine self. I tell people it's like telling a lie. If you tell a lie, you get to remember that lie, so you can tell the next lie. So just be your genuine self.
And you're a liar at the end of the day. You're a liar.
Exactly. Yeah, 9 out of 10 times, your genuine self is the better version of you anyway.
That's right.
Just be true to thyself. So, all right. Well, again, I won't hold you. Thank you again. I look forward to, and maybe if you want to come back again, just let me know.
Whatever you need, I got you.
Man, brother, I really, really appreciate it. For real, I really do.
No problem, man. This is how we do it. Imagine if we do it like this, then your next person you interview, they do it like that. Then now that person, like, yo, that man might need to meet Brother John. So imagine if you put me on to somebody and say, yo, you need to meet this person. And then Brother John and this person meet. Now they talking about, we meet somebody that, yo, you need to connect with Ced, get on Ced podcast, this, that, and the third. That's community.
That's it.
Stay away from Ced. Don't go on his show, man. You know, he ain't gonna be asking you nothing. Yo, go over here. They over here, they talking about money. Ced ain't talking about, come on, man.
Yeah.
Our community grows by what we do. We can connect. We gotta be a network in our community. You need a plumber? Yo, my man, he does the plumbing. Who does windows or who does repairs? Yo, we get come on, man. Network.
Yeah. And what was crazy about that, Brother John, is most other races do that.
Yes.
We're the main ones that are like, no, because you're gonna do better than me. But like you say, in this situation, I would happily refer someone to you and vice versa. You know, it's just community. That's it. Because if I'm gonna get plumbing done anyway, why not use the guy that you know?
Just like that, bro.
So,
but I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Gang, thank you again. Thank you very much for your time.
You, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for joining me on this episode of Life, Lessons, and Legacy. I hope you found our discussion thought-provoking and inspiring. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your feedback helps us to improve and reach more listeners like you. Remember, life is a journey of growth and discovery, and every experience, both the highs and the lows, contributes to the legacy we leave behind. So embrace each moment, cherish the lessons, and live with purpose. Until next time, I'm Cedric D. Nelson. You can find more resources, including my book, Life, Lessons, and Legacy, How to Take Life's Lessons and Shape Your Legacy. Available for purchase on my website at www.lifelessonsandlegacy.com. Also available on Amazon.com. On my website, you'll also discover information about my life coaching services and speaking engagements designed to help you unlock your full potential and live a life full of purpose. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you soon.